Are you getting lots of website traffic, but not many new clients, if any at all? Do you ever feel like SEO may bring in quite a few traffic, but not many qualified leads? You've invested quite a bit, hired experts, but nothing that really sticks to make it worth your while. Have you ever optimized your website fully with almost nothing being left out, but not quite able to attract the leads that you really want? It's important to realize that you are not alone. And the problem isn't your website, but it's really how you're using SEO. Later in this video, I'll be revealing a simple tweak that can instantly make your website be better positioned to attract the clients that you really want and not just views. It's actually simpler than you think. Hi, I'm Krish Hadal from Get Dream Customers, and I help local and service-based businesses turn clarity into paying clients without the tech mess or wasting time on traffic that doesn't convert. Comment the word boost below and I'll send you a mini guide to help you pinpoint what your ideal clients are searching for, to help you attract them, and to help you really position yourself to be at the top of the search results when they're actually inquiring. And this is not just throughout the search engines, but this is also with all of the AI platforms that we have currently. Let's get started. The first point here, and this may seem general, but it's very, very important. You need to make sure you understand your ideal clients. I didn't say your clients, I said your ideal clients. Who do you really want to work with? And yes, they may have multiple attributes, but you need to know who your ideal clients are because there also is a list of clients that you may not want to work with as much. So you need to get clear on the type of businesses and people and what really matters to them. This clarity typically sets the foundation for every decision that you make, including your SEO and your content strategy. So, for example, if you're a web designer, your ideal client could be small businesses or owners frustrated with DIY website builders. Or if you're a marketing consultant, your ideal client could be a service-based business who want more inbound leads and maybe may not have a lot of hands to spend and they don't quite know where to start. Next, you need to identify their problems. So, first point, you need to identify your ideal clients. Now you need to be very clear on the problems that they want solved. And the type of problems that your ideal clients face typically are burning pain points that need solving. And you need to think beyond your services here. But what really they're hiring you for? What really they're buying your product for? Right? Maybe they may not have enough variety in terms of the brands that they're searching for. They may not have a provider that matches their style, their aesthetic, somebody that gets them. Okay. So a small business owner struggling with traffic but no inquiries. Service providers who may be ranking on Google, maybe getting a lot of traffic, like I'm talking about here, but may not be able to turn that traffic into sales. Thirdly, you need to figure out what these ideal clients are searching for. And typically, your prospective clients, there may be common terms, phrases, problems. Two parts to this. First of all, put yourself in the client's shoes. If you were that client, and a lot of times, a lot of service providers, we initially at the beginning stages were our ideal clients. What were you searching for at that time? Write those things down and have a look. Do the searches on Google or the other browsers and see what suggestions come up. Typically, that's a good clue as the type of pieces of content that you should create. And now, the second step, you actually use a keyword research tool, whether that's Ahrefs, Keywords Everywhere, and many of the others. And then you attempt to find out. So then you do your searches and you attempt to find out similar or suggested phrases that they may also be searching for. So on one end, you need to be aware as to what your ideal person may be really looking for. Because remember, those phrases actually turn into problems that they're having. And that is where you come in. These problems typically determine the pillars of content that you should be serving to your customers, whether that's on your service pages or the actual blog posts that you could be writing to really build that sense of authority and really build that full customer journey that they could actually trust that you're the right person for them. So you could have long-term phrases like best website SEO tips for my small business or how to rank my service websites to find more clients. Next, and I kind of alluded to it, you need to create content for every stage of the buying cycle. Look, we all want customers, we all want clients, we want people to buy our products that we sell, but not everyone coming to our website, coming into our physical stores, since we help local businesses as well, may always be ready to buy. Some people may just be looking around. Some people may be looking around, but they really want to buy. And regardless of what stage you're at, you need to make sure you have content that meets them where they're at. It's not always a wise move to constantly pressure people to buy. And you need to have content for every stage of the buyer cycle. In marketing speak, top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel posts. And understand that every piece is important. It's not a waste of time. So that's why many providers have, whether it's webinars, white papers, blog posts, lead magnets, typically someone who's newer to the problems that you solve or the awareness that you solve those problems may need a gentler introduction and may become customers a lot quicker than you might think. So for example, for a top of funnel blog, 5 common SEO mistakes that keep you from getting clients. A bottom of funnel would be book a consultation today to optimize your website for conversions. And here you have a call to action really that drives them to actually take action and take the next steps to book your services. Next, after you've created content for each stage of the buyer cycle, you need to make sure that your product and your service pages, like I alluded to, are optimized as well. Make sure that they're targeting the key terms that you found that people have problems with and that are common things that they search for in your industry. So ensure that your product and your service pages target buyer keywords and increase the chances of being discovered by search engines or AI tools. Optimized pages will help you target and convert qualified leads and those who turn into paying clients and actually become more profitable. Now, with that said, there are different kinds of keywords. Some are more search intent and others are really more buyer focused. So for buyer intent keywords like hire an SEO consultant, hire a plumber, hire a hairdresser, these are what on your service pages you should be targeting for. And in your meta descriptions and other parts of your pages, they should have those keywords as well. Those things we'll be delving into a lot deeper in our website focused conversion playbook. The link is in the description. So if you're nodding in agreement with all of the tips that I'm giving, please hit that like button. I know it's frustrating to really have the correct content to work with the correct people that you know for sure that you could help. So help us spread the video and actually find more people. It really, really helps. Now, I promised a tip earlier in the video about how to turn your website traffic into paying clients. That is coming quite shortly as well. I want to delve into a couple of things that you could really do, a couple extra things you could really do to really ensure that your SEO is not just there, but it's actually effective. So initially, I spoke on understanding your ideal clients and their actual search behavior, but you could also tailor your content to speak to those people. Make sure that your words, your messaging doesn't sound robotic, but it also speaks to a friend, speaks to someone that you really know that you can help. Secondly, make sure that your optimized product and service pages build trust and actually contains the essential pieces of information that they would need to be able to make an informed decision as to whether to work with you or inquire about your services. And don't see it as a huge project to do. Understand that with a website and with generally the conversion process, it's not always linear, and every piece of content, every piece of information, every piece of helpful information to guide someone to take the next step in their journey is helpful, and it really factors in to their decision making when they decide to hire you. If you want more actionable strategies like this, please hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell as well. And those step-by-step tips will be coming every single week. Now, here's the thing that I promised initially in the video. You need to focus on buyer intent keywords for your key pages and not just general SEO terms. So some SEO terms may look really good in terms of search volume and just the overall demand, but they won't always drive the conversions. You need to focus on those. We'll delve on this a lot deeper in our actual playbook. And that adjustment alone can really increase the number of qualified buyers hitting your calendar, inquiring, buying your products. And it's also important because it's not just the quantity of people that are interested, but as you know, the actual quality. So once your SEO is dialed in and it's bringing in the people that you really want to, and you're busy with your website and you're fully booked out, the next step really is around making sure that that system doesn't break. And a busy business owner, one who's in the zone, working with the people that they really want to work with, doesn't always have the time, the energy, or it isn't always wise for them to be maintaining the website by themselves. And that is exactly what we'll be tackling in the next video. Ready to actually take action on what you're learning and not just have information that is tucked away without you really doing anything or getting really good results about it. Look at the link in the description and book my services. I help companies develop an SEO strategy, not just to optimize the current website, but to actually grow over time and increase their authority. And I'd love to do that for you as well and your business. Remember that our conversion focused playbook delves a little bit into this, and it gives you practical tips to actually Make sure that you have the essential elements, some of which you did not mention in this video. The links for all of these are in the description. Next, as I said, is tackling DIY tech issues. And for a business owner that is busy, that really doesn't want to deal with tech, it is the ideal thing for. And you're going to be touching on why business owners should not be DIYing the tech.